Right, this is my third attempt of recording a rant/podcast commentary. It's the 21st of the 4th, 2021, at 3:29 p.m. Now, I gotta go through all this again. I'm getting quite tired of talking because I've just been talking for like an hour straight, and I'm getting real sick of hearing my own voice. I talk too fast, and I sound too excited. So we're just gonna dumb that down a bit, so this might be a bit more relaxed, a bit like ASMR, just calm, no rage, no salt, just enjoy this, maybe I'll put, I don't know, should I put like a rain sound effect in the background? Wouldn't that be soothing? Just like this. So much nicer, so calming, so relaxing. And then you hear my voice and then you forget everything about calming. Hello, welcome back to another video. This is a commentary /podcast / rant. I don't know what this is. Comment below what I should call this, because I don't know what to call this. Maybe it's just story times about bullshit with Nathan. My name's Nathan, actually. If you didn't know that, then my god, you were quite slow today, aren't you? Come on, brighten up. You're not the sharpest tool in a shed, but anyone can pick that up. So, I gotta go through all this again. Yeah, the third time of this. So, the last video, the last one, yes, the rant one, the rant test. My god, the absolute, what the hell happened? Audience retention was 56%. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's really good for someone like me, who gets an average retention of like 30. This is like 26% higher than what it usually is. So, I don't know what to think anymore, because this surpassed my expectations by like 50 times. So, I guess you want more of these, I'll deliver. Now, I'm assuming what has happened is that the rant had lower views overall. It had 14 views, which is about 6 less than my average, apparently. I think my average is about 20-something. And so, because the viewers were lower, it had less views. The only people who watched the video were the people who clicked on the video. That doesn't make any sense. How do I word that? It's everyone who watched the video to the end are really the people who always watch my content regardless of what I make. Does that make sense? Because the GeoGuessr video had about like 8 people get to the end, and this video had about 7 people get to the end. So I'm assuming it's the same kind of people, roughly. I don't know for sure, and I will never know. Also, if you don't know what viewer retention is, I'm gonna try to explain it a bit better, because last time I kind of just mumbled over it and you probably didn't understand anything. So, audience percentage viewed is the same as viewer retention. I use the same words interchangeably. They're the same in my eyes. So, average viewer retention, that's the number. It's a percentage, and it's simply the percentage of the total viewers who were viewing the video at that time. That's exactly what it is. So, in the last rant, at the very end of the video, which is 5:06, the video is 5 minutes and 6 seconds. At that time, at the end of the video, the viewer retention was 55%. Now, that means 55% of the 14 total viewers of the video were watching at that current time. So I'll go over that again. That means 55% of the viewers were watching at that time, right? Which I've said is about 7 people, because 55% of 14 is 7-ish, rounding it. So about 7 people made it to the end of that video. Of course, it's higher at the start because more people are watching at the start, and it gradually goes down. This was quite weird, though. It was so straight. It was just flat, which is exactly what you want to see in a video. It means everyone is watching at the time. Theoretically, everyone wants it to go up, which means viewers are watching. But it hardly ever goes up, so it really only goes down. But you really want to keep this number, the retention, the viewer retention, as high as possible. If it's 100%, that means every single person who clicked on the video watched it to the end. If it has only 10% average retention, that means about 10% of everyone who clicked it got to the end. Does that make sense? I hope it does. The last rant, not the last rant, the one that I did just now, and the one before that, because this is my third take of that, I ranted about Discord. I'm kind of pissed off now because I don't want to talk about Discord again. If you want me to talk about that, Comment below a month and what you want me to talk about Discord, if you want me to say about the roles, about the people, about how it formed, because it has such a strange freaking history. It was like, I'll give a brief overview. It wasn't created by me, right? That's right. The owner of the server didn't make it. It was invaded, right? It was like a Russian Revolution. It was fantastic. And I was an admin in that, and that was really great time to be alive. I was gonna make a video out of it. I was gonna call it like the Great Discord Heist of 2020, because this was back last year. And that just didn't happen for some reason. Maybe I'll make one, but the last Discord video, the Ambitious Ideas, didn't do very well. Especially, it took ages to make. I don't know why. Maybe I was just lazy. But I announced that video sometime in October, and it was finally made on like Christmas Eve 2020, was it? So it took like 2 months and a bit, and that was just, I guess, getting all the images. People kept changing their username and the profile picture, and it was just, I had to go back to the start, and it was really slow getting all the images. I had to retake some images because they were blurry, and it was just, it took a while. It took way too long, and it had quite a low retention anyway. It was quite a boring video. I can understand why people didn't watch it. It was a slideshow, and that's all it was. But hopefully next video, if I ever make a Discord video again, I'll make it a bit more interesting. Also, I was gonna stop talking now, but as the viewer retention has shown me that you guys want longer videos of this. I don't know what possibly has possessed you to listen to me talking for over like 5 minutes, but goddamn, if there's a demand, I will supply my voice in Audacity. So, I need a topic to talk about. There we go. Actually, no, that's the end of part 1 of this. So you can click off now, and you can watch again later. Thank you. If you want to, or you can just leave. You know, I don't mind. And well, I guess we'll see the retention come in for this in 2 days, because that's how long it takes. So go on, you can leave. I'll be waiting for you. Don't worry. And I'll let you leave while I think of another topic to talk about. So, yep. Are they gone yet? They've gone? Fantastic. So there goes about 20% of the viewer retention, I hope. Now, the only people who are listening to this are people who actually want the longer clips. I guess the longer, what is this podcast? Freaking, I don't know what this is. I'll try get other people in this podcast, hopefully. But everyone else is so boring right now. I don't know why, but they just seem to all be dead. So I guess I should use this time of, like, I'm not talking about Discord again, f*** that. I'll talk about, what, the next video, I guess? Hang on, I need a drink of water, so I guess I should talk about, I don't know, the future of this channel, I guess. The next video, or videos, one of them will be about farming slime. It's a game, Slime Rancher. It's, I don't know what to say anymore. And then one about language, which is a game where you guess the language just by hearing it, which is a lot similar to the GeoGuessr, I guess. Which, didn't do well, but it wasn't a hard video to edit, like bloody potato. That's what I could do. I'll use this time to rant about Potato V4. Oh, it took a while to make that video. It wasn't easy. It wasn't difficult by, like, Discord standards. That thing took freaking ages to make Discord. But, Potato, it was a bit of a hassle. I had to write a script, kind of what would happen at each time frame. I had to film the different, like, sections. I think one of them was a Google form, one of them was a slideshow, and one of them was in space. Now, the space one, because I use a really crappy editing thing, I use Movie Maker. I used it as a meme, as a joke. I'm like, I edited this in Movie Maker, and now it's all I have, pretty much. So, and the Scribble.io video wasn't edited in Movie Maker, and I think you may be able to see the difference. I can zoom in on shots. You can't do that on Movie Maker. But I push Movie Maker to its limits. It is not built for things to move across the screen, right? And you notice Potato V4 has quite a lot of moving things. The potatoes in space, they move, they drift, they collide into each other. That was a hassle to make, because that isn't editing. That's a genuine animation that I had to create in, like, an actual animation studio that people use. I had to animate potatoes sliding across space, and then record that, and then put it in the video to edit. So, it wasn't easy. It wasn't difficult by any standards, but it wasn't easy to make that. So, and then it got quite a lowish retention, which I guess is true. It was a dull video, but it was just kind of, Like, why do I bother with that? So, I don't know when Potato V5 will be made. I don't know if it ever will be made. Heck, it might be like stop motion animated for all I know, because that seems to be what I do. I make them harder and harder, and then the retention drops more. Maybe that's what it is. All the videos that I consider quite difficult to make have the lowest retention, am I right? Freaking Discord video, Potato V4, what was the other one? The Brian text-to-speech Minecraft beta. That was a mouthful of a title. The Everything is Fine. That was actually one of the best videos I think I've ever made. Okay, I'm starting to talk a bit too fast again. Let's slow down a bit. The Everything is Fine text-to-speech Google translated short story thing. I think that's one of the best videos I may have ever made, because it was quite strange. I don't know how often people see Google translated things, but everybody knows that Google Translate sucks at translating things. And it's quite funny so what I did for that was I just took the script for that. And fun fact, that script is actually my high school, alright, if you're American, that's like, I passed with this freaking English thing. For English, we had to write a creative story, and I'm like, well, let's use this one, and I just fed it through Google Translate like 20 million times, and it came out as that. And that was it. That's how it was made. But I had to get the images, I had to get the text-to-speech to speak them out, I had to get the visual effects, I had to, that was it. But it was actually probably easier than Potato V4. But I'm proud of it. It was one of the best videos I think I've made. Whew. With that, it's getting quite hot in here, so I don't know how long I can keep talking for, because you're almost about like 12 minutes in now. So I guess I'll do another topic. Right, you can go now if you want. I'll put a timestamp below. Or should I put a timestamp? I don't know. So yeah, that's the break for that. What did I even talk about again? Potato and all the other videos, yeah. So yep, recommendations from me. Watch the Brian Minecraft video, because I had to stage 2 separate shots for that, and the Minecraft video was in beta, so there was no creative mode. Everything I did in that game, I had to actually mine resources for and everything. Karen's house that he discovers, I actually had to make that out of like chopped trees, which is why it actually wasn't done, because I got bored of getting resources. But it worked, and it didn't work. But, I thought it was quite strange anyway. I just wanted to see what I could do with like gameplay videos, and then that segued into this that you're getting now. So yeah, the more effort I put into something, the less retention it gets, which is quite strange. So that's the end of part 2 of this one part of video. I'm gonna have a drink of water while you leave. So just think to yourself about what I've said. I don't know, or not. I couldn't care less, to be honest. So what do I talk about now? Because you guys wanted longer videos of this, judging by the analytics, right? So what is there left to talk about, really? I don't know what else to say. I do know something I could say. I just looked at Movie Maker, and I'm like, alright, the live video. I mentioned something in my update video, if you've seen that. I mentioned something about live stuff. That video's done. But I just don't really have the self-esteem to upload that, because it doesn't have the magic that it had when I was filming it. Because I've rewatched it, and it's not very funny, and it's not very interesting. It's just not as good as I thought it would be. I'm gonna spoil it now, because who cares? The video is me, and it's like actually me, like as a person talking to you, and it was me giving you a bunch of fake information and just nothing right, and I was gonna call it like how to fail any science test, and it would just be me, because I haven't actually failed the science test. I think I actually passed it, but I said I failed as a joke, because like I'm so underqualified. I failed the science test, but don't worry, I'll help you. I'll help you pass one. And obviously you can't trust me because I just failed one, obviously. So I don't know if I should upload that or not. So I'll ask you, because the only people who are watching this are the really dedicated ones who got to the end of this. Should I upload that, and where should I upload it to? Should I upload it unlisted? And just, I don't know, because I'm not really proud of it anymore. It's like cringe, I guess. But it was only a couple of days ago I recorded it. It just doesn't seem as good as I thought it would. It's like quite repetitive. the jokes, there aren't even any jokes really. It's just me rambling about nothing important. I don't know why I made it, but it took a while to make. I had to write a script. I had to take over like an entire room of my house to film it. Had to use so much space on my phone to capture all the videos. So I don't know what to do with that. And speaking of live stuff, I do have a vlogging channel. This video was getting a bit long, so I've cropped out the entire last section of this video. Don't worry, I'll make an entire rant or podcast dedicated to that in the future. So, there you go, 20 minutes. I've hit the 20-minute mark. That'll be the end for the rant for today, because I'm getting tired of talking. So I don't actually know what I just said recently. I just kind of blanked out and started speaking. Might have very little editing now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a lovely year.